Okay, this is like my third time trying to make this fucking video, so I'm gonna just say all is well, and I'm just gonna fucking play what we're gonna learn. Fuck. And then the rhythm chords come in and stuff like that. Anyways, so that was Slash's part, and this is for the clean verse. And Izzy has a little part behind that too. And if I have the time, I will be teaching the rhythm chord parts for the outro solo. Anyways, so let's get started. So I don't really know what these shapes are, so I'm gonna just tell you what frets and what fingers I have and where. So I'm gonna start by having my ring finger on the 9th fret of the G. See? And then I have my pinky on the 9th fret of the B. But anyways, so we're gonna start by hitting the 9th fret of the G, and then we're gonna hit the 0th fret of the high E. So, and then we're gonna hit 9th fret of the B. So, and then back to 9th fret of the G, like that. So, and then we're gonna move on to the next shape. And what that is I have my ring finger on the 8th fret of the G, and then I have nothing on the high E, and I have my middle finger on the B. So we're gonna hit, after we go, we're gonna hit 8 on the G, then 0 on the high E, and then 7 on the B. So like that. So from the beginning we got, and then we're gonna move. See, we have the shape like this. We're just gonna move it up a couple frets. So where we have our ring finger, we have my ring finger is on the 6 of the G, and my middle finger is on the 5 of the B. So from the beginning we have, and then we're gonna hit 6 on the G, and then 0 on the high A, and then 5 on the B. So and then we're gonna go back to 6 on the G, and then we're gonna have 0 on the high E, and then 5 on the B, back to 6 on the G. So like we're gonna just keep playing it a couple of times. So we go like that. So from the beginning we have, like that. So we're gonna do that. So that's just 0 on the high B, 5 on the B, 6 on the G. So hit it twice. We're gonna strum up twice, and then we're gonna lift our middle finger off the 5 of the B and hit 0 on the B, like that. So from the beginning we have, like that. And then we're gonna go back to this shape. And so what that is just we're going to do the same thing over here with our middle finger on the 9 on the G and pinky on the 9 on the B. So we got, and then we do this shape, which is our ring finger on the 8 on the G and our middle finger on the 7 of the B. So and we just like strum up the strings a bit. So we do it twice like we did last time over here. So from the beginning we have, and then after we do it twice and we hit that last 8 on the G, we're going to move our pinky to the 9 on the G. We're going to hit it, and then we're going to hit 0 on the high E. And when we hit that 0 on the high E, we're going to let go of our pinky, and we're going to hit 8 on the G to 7 on the B, like this. Just like that. So from the beginning of this little section, we have from the beginning, the very beginning, we got I'll play at normal speed. And then one more time, really, really slow. And then I'm going to start again and do the same thing. The only difference is that once we go like this, when we get here, so we hit that 6 on the G, we're going to hit 0 on the high E, and then 5 on the B, like last time, and to 6 on the G. So once we get to that 6 on the G, instead of doing it again, like last time, we're going to go, which is pretty simple. So the only difference is once we get to that 6 on the G, we're going to lift our middle finger off the 5 of the B. We're going to hit 0 on the B and 0 on the high E, back to 0 on the B to 6 on the G. So, so I'll play the thing very slow. Like that. And I'll play it very fast, or to normal speed. And then one more time really slow. And then when we hit that 6 on the G at the end, we're going to instantly come back to repeat over here. So I'm going to play everything we have slowly and then fast. And then I'm going to teach you this next part. It goes like, it's kind of complicated. I think it's the hardest part about this part. But anyways, so we're going to do the same thing over here. And then we get over here, we're going to hit 8 on the G, 0 on the high E, and then 7 on the B. But after we hit that 7 on the B, we're going to let go and hit 0 on the B. So like that. So from the beginning we have, and then after we hit that 0 on the B, we're going to hit 0 on the high E, and then 0 on the B, and then 8 on the G. So, and then after we hit that 8 on the G, we're going to put our pinky to 9 on the G, we're going to hit it, then we're going to hit 0 on the high E, and then we're going to let go of the 9 on the G, and then we're going to hit 8 on the G, and 0 on the B. So from the beginning we got, we got like that. So I'm going to play it very fast now, or normal speed. I'll play that little section slow though, from starting over here though. So. And then now it's going to get easier. It's going to be the same pattern that we did at the very beginning. See, it's the exact same. And then we're going to do it again. The only time is this is where it gets different. We're going to go like, we're going to go like that. So it's pretty simple. So we do the same thing over here. And then we go, but when we hit that 7 on the B, we're going to let go and hit 0 on the B. And then we're going to hit 0 on the high E, 0 on the B, and then 8 on the G. So then we're going to hit 9 on the G, then 0 on the high E, back to 9 on the G, like that. So for very slowly, we got that's the end of it. So I'll play the whole thing slowly and then the whole thing normal speed. Alright, I think that was it. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, normal speed now. I did mess up here, and I think the last when I played it slowly, I think I might have missed a section, but whatever. You already know it, and you can just play against the song. So now I'm going to teach you the rhythm chords. They're pretty simple. What Izzy does is he goes like, so it's just he's also on the clean setting. I think he does the same thing where he has his switch thingy on treble, and then you just lower your volume. And so you're just going to hit that E power chord that we learned last time, but you're going to actually like pick each note. So we're going to pick, 7 on the A, 9 on the D, 9 on the G. And then we're going to hit the same chords we did for the riff. So B and then 4th fret power chord. And then the same thing. We're going to hit the A power chord and then B. Although he does do some weird little things sometimes. So the first time he goes, I hear him do. It's pretty small. When I hit the B power chord, so like here, at the very start of his rhythm chords, he goes. like that. And so what that is I just hit 4 on the G, then 4 on the B, back to 4 on the G, to 4 on the D. So, and then we go back at it again. And this is all while Slash is going like, you know, that. But then eventually he goes like this, which is pretty simple. So he goes like, and then you lift your fingers off the frets, do it twice, and then do, you know, 4th fret of the D and G, and then to 6th fret of the D and G. This song clean, by the way. But then right after he does that, he goes like this. And then, you know, the electric chords come in. Anyways, so if you didn't notice, I went like, I hit the 9th fret of the G string twice, because that's what he does. So he does hit it twice, I can hear that. And then you hit the A power chord, then the B power chord. When you hit it, he turns up his volume, and then he starts strumming it. And then that's when the rhythm power chords. I think I do have enough time to teach you the rhythm power chords for the outro solo. So I guess I'm gonna teach you the rhythm, and then next video I'll teach you the crap. My phone's on 50%. In the next video I'll teach you the solo. Anyways, so after that, Slash's part, he goes like this. And then the solo comes in, you know, whatever. But anyways, so I'm gonna teach you that part. So when he goes like at the end of that little clean part, Slash, he goes like, crap. And then after that, you're gonna hover over the E power chord right here, but you're not gonna press down, and you're gonna hit it twice, and then you're gonna strum it twice. And then of course you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna hit it again, and then hit the power chord over here. But there's a pattern over here, because you know last time you just do the little riffs, but there's a pattern. So after you hit it, you're gonna hit it twice like normal. So that's pretty normal. But then after you hit it the second time, you're gonna lift your fingers off, hit again, like that. So you're just gonna do it twice. It's pretty simple. So back to the E power chord, and you literally just do the same thing over and over again. So then after you just do it once, you know, one sequence, and then you just do it again. So, but you know, then you start doing the same riffs that I taught you in the last video. And then right here, after we go, you're just gonna hit it once, because I remember there was that first time where we hit it twice muted, but you just hit it once and you let it ring, and then you do. And then of course you strum that chord, and then the solo kicks in, and Slash plays that, but he still also has his own rhythm track for the outro solo. And so Slash's rhythm out track is literally just this. And you just do that over and over again. up until eventually when the outro solo goes like, you know, and there's like, you can hear that last ringing. Actually, I'm pretty sure he does it over here. Anyways, the point is that when you hear that, that's when the rhythm chords start to get a little weird. And I actually like this part. It goes like, and so that's the end of it, which I'll teach you now because I just don't think there's a point for the next video. Anyway, so it's pretty simple. So you hit, you know, you hit the E power chord twice, but then we do this little change where it's like the same power chord, but we, so I have my pinky on the 9th fret of the D, and I have my index finger on the 6th fret of the A. And you hit them both. You don't have a third note. You just hit these two. So yeah, after you hit the E power chord twice, you're gonna raise your fingers. You're gonna hit it twice, muted, and then you're gonna switch and then hit it twice. So then we come over and hit this chord a couple times. You know, and you just kind of add a little muting pattern. So and then you do the same thing, but you change it to the B power chord. And then eventually you do this. Then you're gonna hit so. So I got. So you're just gonna hit it once actually. So after you go, you're gonna come over here to this power chord. You're just gonna hit it once, then twice. And then after you hit that power chord twice, you're gonna raise your fingers and you're gonna come over to the B power chord. You're gonna hit it twice this time actually, instead of just like once last time. You kind of switch. So. And then you're gonna hit the A power chord twice. Do that, and then you're gonna hit this the power chord on the 4th fret of the low E. You're gonna hit it 3 times, and then you're just gonna hit the low E string, and then you're gonna make an E, what is it, E major chord shape, and strum it, but from the bottom of the fretboard, like up like that. So you just, you know, like that. And this is all for slash, by the way. And then after you let that chord ring out, let me tell you the chord shapes. So it's just 0 on the E, 2 on the A, 2 on the D, 1 on the G, and then 0 on the B and E. So anyways, after you let it ring out, you're eventually gonna come over to the E power chord on the A string, and you're just gonna hover over it. You're gonna hit it twice, and then hit it once, and then just kind of slide up. So like that. But anyways, so that was all Slash's part. Izzy's part, he kind of does the same thing. Like if you remember from the last video, Izzy's rhythm parts were like. The only difference is that for the outro solo, he doesn't just let it ring. Like he's very like. When we were doing those little riffs in the interlude, he was like very tame and quiet, but now he's like, you know, he's doing a bunch of patterns and he's actually strumming the chords. And I'm sorry, I tried to figure it out, but Slash's rhythm good part like on top of the solo, it just mutes the fuck out of Izzy's part for some reason. I don't know. I just know that you do the same thing that I taught you last time in the last video, so. You know, I mean, you just learned to let it, like, ring out, but instead of just ringing it out, just, like, add some stuff. And so yeah, just do that for the rhythm of the outro solo. But then when this starts happening, he Izzy does all the exact same things. So yeah, he does that exact same thing. The only difference is when Slash, he goes like, Izzy just hits the E major chord. You know, he doesn't do any of the extra shit. He just strums it. So he goes like, crap, I fucked it up a little bit. But yeah, anyways. So that's what Izzy does. So yeah, I hope these videos help. I feel a little bit disappointed about my last video, but it was just such a hassle, and I'm just really busy and just shit, you know. I'm sorry. Fuck. At least you guys get a good fucking outro solo though, and I think I did good enough on my last video. I just know like whatever. I'm sorry. Anyways, so yeah, I guess this is it. I'm gonna go fucking practice the outro solo now so I can teach it to you guys later.